The disappearance of Flight 19 is one of the most mysterious events related to the Bermuda Triangle. On December 5, 1945, 5 Grumman TBF Avenger torpedo bombers took off from the Fort Lauderdale Naval Air Station in Florida for a training flight. Each plane had 3 crew members, a total of 14 people. The flight was part of a training mission called Navigation Problem Number 1, which included bombing and navigation. The flight route included flying east from the coast of Florida, bombing in the Hennepin Shoals area, then turning north and flying over the island of Great Bahama, after which the planes were to return to the base. About an hour after the flight began, the group commander, Lieutenant Charles Taylor, reported that his compasses were not working and he was unsure of his location. Taylor mistakenly believed they were over the Florida Keys, but they were actually in the Bahamas area. In worsening weather and without accurate navigation data, the group of planes lost orientation and contact with the base. A rescue seaplane, the Martin PBM Mariner, was sent, but it also disappeared, presumably exploding in the air. The plane had 13 crew members on board. About 20 minutes after taking off from the base in Fort Lauderdale, the plane disappeared from radar. Shortly after, another plane reported seeing an explosion in the air and an oil slick on the ocean surface. It is believed that the seaplane may have exploded due to a fuel leak, as this type of plane was known for its fuel system problems. The official investigation could not determine the exact cause of the disappearance, but an explosion in the air is considered the most likely version. The official U.S. Navy investigation initially blamed Lieutenant Taylor for the incident, but later the conclusion was changed to cause unknown. There are many theories explaining the disappearance of Flight 19, including magnetic anomalies, human errors, and extreme weather conditions. Some unofficial versions suggest that the disappearance of the planes is related to anomalous phenomena occurring in the Bermuda Triangle, alien activity, and so on. The report mentions a whitish haze that prevented the pilots from determining the direction to the sun, which is interpreted as one of the known ufological phenomena associated with space-time distortions. Allegedly, in such a haze, physical distances change and time can change its pace. In this version, many apocryphal texts of radio messages supposedly transmitted by Lieutenant Taylor and received by someone appeared in publications mentioning aliens from other worlds, the ocean looks different, and so on. The supposed last phrase of Taylor is often mentioned. It seems like we are descending into white water. We are completely lost. There is also mention of an anomalous atmospheric phenomenon supposedly observed by the crew of an unnamed transport plane in the area where the torpedo bombers disappeared, which looked like a fiery column, and so on. All such testimonies were not confirmed during further checks or were based solely on the statements of interested parties, journalists, psychics, ufologists, contactees, and so on. There are several conspiracy theories suggesting that the goals of the flight group were fundamentally different from those officially published as a result of the investigation. Perhaps the flight was undertaken to test some new type of weapon or to observe such tests involving the use of some physical phenomena, and so on. This, in particular, may explain the presence of 2 Marine Corps captains among the cadets, one of whom also served in the main headquarters of the Corps. For these purposes, the real flight route may have been hidden, making the search deliberately futile. Some sources link this case to incidents related to the so-called Philadelphia experiment. The authors of one version link the disappearance of the 19th group and the Brazilian ship Ramona, which disappeared on the same day in the same area. The ship, Ramona, was sailing from Sweden to Haiti with a cargo of dynamo machines. According to the authors of the theory, in reality, Ramona was carrying weapons to Haitian rebels, and the Avengers' flight was a combat mission. Due to the long flight distance, the group could not return to the base and landed on the water, where the crews were picked up by the disappeared mariner. The well-known negotiations mentioning white water are considered a radio game by the authors. The disappearance of Flight 19 remains one of the most discussed mysteries of aviation and the Bermuda Triangle. This incident has spawned many theories and speculations, including paranormal and conspiracy versions. Some believe that the disappearance is related to anomalous phenomena occurring in the Bermuda Triangle or alien activity. Others suggest that the flight may have been part of a secret test of a new type of weapon. Despite numerous search operations and investigations, the wreckage of the planes and the bodies of the crew members were never found. The disappearance of Flight 19 remains one of the most mysterious and discussed topics in aviation history.